Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays XCOM Enemy Unknown for absolute beginners. We're at a UFO crash site and we really need to take an outsider alive if at all possible. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world if we can't, but it probably will mean that we lose someone at least from the council. So it would be great if we could find a way to pull this off. So we have two snipers, which are potentially a risk, because if we have them on Overwatch too near the UFO when we find it, they could automatically take out the outsider, so we're going to have to think carefully about how to approach this. It should at least be easy to actually take them down, because they tend to have very low health. Let's just get the other sniper on Overwatch. So at the moment we seem to be kind of in the middle. So I'm thinking sniper watching either side and everyone else advances. Especially because it looks like that's a UFO. Holy cow, we're a lot closer than I expected. Okay, right. That could be a problem. Now the outsiders usually generate when you're close enough to the UFO. So the question is, do we try to nip in quickly and get it? Or do we not risk it and try and play it slowly? Seriously lacking in cover here.
I've got a visual. Kill confirmed. They're falling back.
Okay, well that was a good start.
Good to go. Hostile spotted.
Okay, this is where the snipers would again be useful. Oh boy, right. Nigerian looks like a good option, really. Might be better off just doing Overwatch. At all possible. I'm not supposed a smoke grenade would reach that far, would it? Sadly not quite. Okay. Possibly should have fired a rocket there. Okay, well one of them's on Overwatch, which is something.
It's raining death over here.
And the other one missed. So that's actually really good. So it gives our snipers the opportunity to just shoot. Seriously getting to the point where the sniper rifles just aren't cutting it anymore. do have a limitation on these rockets, and it is too heavy. Right, okay, so I'm gonna dash. Just because they're already in range to cause issues for one of our people.
Going in for the kill.
So giving them multiple targets isn't necessarily a bad thing. This one was on Overwatch, but we have lightning reflexes, so we're fine. Going to also go on Overwatch. A little risky. Because we could still be attacked from over there. Just kind of feeling like it would be nice to have some smoke grenade stuff. If I can just stop the screen from rolling around randomly. Right, okay, so actually we're not going to be able to cover everyone with the smoke grenades, so let's not bother. It might come in more useful for the final attack. This is good though, because a lot of the enemies in the UFO themselves are emerging and getting into firefights. So if we're lucky, we can take them all out and then carefully attempt to capture the outsider. Then we got one of them.
Pacified.
Trying to remember exactly where the other one was. Yep, very good. Not concerned about mutons today.
He's down.
Okay, so the big question is, is there anything still in there with the outside? Okay, so she was covering this flank basically, wasn't she? So if I put her down there, just reload, but I'm not even sure
Time.
I want our snipers on Overwatch anymore. Of course, that's the danger of anyone being on Overwatch right now. So maybe I should just accept that it's a danger and not worry too much about it. Problem is that these outsiders have pretty good weapons, so
Rock and roll.
I can't exactly just run an assault troop in there either. Well, they'll probably get gunned down.
Shut up. Listen.
Right, that's worrying. I suspect that that's something other than an outsider. Hoping the outsider might be in a room, but just in case. Just in base. Probably the central room, but they've been in some odd rooms before, so let's not assume.
Ragtop back. I don't think we're alone out here. Got something over here.
Okay, this is worrying. Although this probably was the source of that noise, so...
Planted him.
Unfortunately, it's going quite well.
They're falling back.
There's no point using a headshot on a thin man, honestly.
Start keeping score.
They're too weak to need one. Okay, so hopefully I can safely go on Overwatch out here.
I'm ready. Moving to firing position.
Close can we get? Not that close, okay. So I kind of assumed they wouldn't be in here. But then they could be. So maybe we should prepare for that just in case. Or at least check it out. The one good thing about the outsider is there's no danger of them moving onto us because they don't generate until you get close enough. So, let's see. Okay, nothing yet. Torn between wanting to be on Overwatch for basic defense and not wanting to be on Overwatch in case we kill the outsider by accident. Probably being a little overcautious, really. It would just be so handy if we could take them down. As in, take them alive.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Neither do I, but I think it just gave away the location of the outsider, so I am happy. Right. Let's not do anything else then. This guy's a rookie,
We
so
should make
hopefully...
every attempt to capture one of those creatures using the arc thrower. There doesn't seem to be much left when we attack outright.
That's the plan, Dr. Varlin. That's the plan.
Arc up.
Excellent work! begin analyzing this new artifact as soon as you return.
Operational objectives completed.
That's what we wanted. So it's not that bad actually, because when you discover them, they seem to run for cover nearby. That was less challenging than I was worried it might be. Good, good.
Is that all that's left of the specimen we attempted to capture?
Yes. I believe we may have found the source of the strange readings we picked up when we first encountered it.
What is it, Doctor?
We're not exactly sure. It's organic in nature, yet highly magnetized, and it appears to resonate very faintly within a specific electromagnetic spectrum. It is currently unclear how or...
And perhaps that's because this is outside your field of expertise, Doctor. If what you're saying is true, this object is an antenna, one that's receiving a signal.
That signal. Can we trace it?
No, at least not yet. We would first need to determine its encryption algorithm.
My team can handle that.
In that case, I will focus on constructing an interface between this object and our global communications array, which we'll need to trace the signal.
Then it looks like researching this crystal should be our top priority.
I entirely agree. So that little cutscene really irritates me. Ooh, new goodies. Lots of alien alloys. We need those. Basically because, I mean, to be fair, it's not clear what Dr. Varlan's exact area of expertise is. She's kind of down as being an omnidisciplinary scientist, which don't usually exist, but you only need a very basic understanding of physics to be able to recognise an antenna. And I feel like they had her not know what one is just because they wanted to give Dr. Shen, the engineer, something to do. But the fact is that engineering, there's a lot of things an engineer can do that a scientist can't. I mean, a good example is actually what he's doing, making an interface so that they can get the thing to actually work. A physicist tries to design things and understand how they work. An engineer has to somehow make them work in the real world. It's one of the things I always think about the old thing about rocket science. Rocket science is arguably not actually that hard. Rocket engineering, on the other hand, is extremely difficult. But yeah, it irritates me. Dr. Varlan would certainly have recognised an antenna without any issues. Still, can't be helped. There was a pending request. If our power sources know we still don't have enough. We did just get some, but I think we're still one short. And I'm not sure we want to hand them over even if we could. Right, okay. Let's see what we're up to. Light plasma rifle. So we weren't far away. And hopefully we can go on to other plasma rifles. But as stated, we need to do this first. You can see we've now got lots of alien alloys as well.
There you are. Tactical. Do we have an eagle over these coordinates?
Recon satellite Delta 2 is just coming into line of sight. Now, sir. Coming on screen.
Nothing.
No, that's impossible. I know it's there.
Switch to thermal.
Like you wouldn't try thermal anyway.
Hello. Give me subsurface. Gotcha. Re-establish comms with all available ground.
Think of what we might find once we get inside that facility. Imagine what they might be doing down there.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, we found it. Now how do we get inside?
I thought you'd never ask.
The methods involved in creating these crystals, an organic machine capable of complex communications. We could spend years studying this technology.
Okay, so we've now got the skeleton key. So the question is, do we want to give ourselves time to research something else first? Titan armor will be very slow to do. But at the same time, as a heavy armor, it's very useful. So wondering if a precision laser would be worth it, because we're probably going to take 2 snipers.
I can only imagine what the aliens might be doing in an underground facility.
I've got a hunch as to how we might get into that facility. Just give the word, and I'll begin manufacturing the key immediately.
No issue there.
The potential applications for this sort of tech would have been limitless if the aliens had only come in peace.
So with no credits, we're not going to be able to build the new sniper rifles anyway. The question is, what are we waiting for? Okay, so we've got a couple of gravely wounded people who would be useful. So, in theory, this alien base assault should reduce panic if we succeed. Actually, not entirely sure what happens if you don't succeed. I'm not sure I ever haven't. Because you are told that you can't abort the mission. But it might be worth getting our troops back.
Excavation complete.
Arc throwers. 3 scientists, I will think about that later. Okay, we've got a terror mission. That's unfortunate because I really don't want to get any more troops injured because we need to assault the alien base. But we certainly can't ignore it. It might even help reduce panic. Well, it will reduce panic by itself. And if this is... Where are we here? This is Africa, isn't it? Okay, well the snipers could be useful for this. So, low profile, so makes partial cover count as full. Well worth having. Unfortunately, our new squaddy has become a sniper. And we can't have enough snipers, so I'm going to put him back in basic body armor and clear him out. Extra conditioning, bonus health, depending on armor. Okay. So, support, sniper heavy assault, that's fine. Might make sense to take a rookie. Although we can have enough support in theory. So maybe we should do that. Yeah, he's already equipped, which is good. Okay. That looks good.
Visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation. We've gotten reports of alien activity taking place in a densely populated urban center. We should move to secure the area and minimize further civilian casualties.
Okay.
Central, Strike 1 is locked and loaded. Awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is clear to engage hostile targets. Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
So ideally I would have liked to have gone straight to the assault on the alien base.
Spotted.
But we'll just have to be patient and hope no one important gets injured. Or I might get the drone. Simply because they can still take out civilians.
Head down.
There's also the fact that they can heal the side disc. Do a smoke grenade here because both our snipers are standing out in the ocean. In the ocean? In the open. And with a cyber disc that can be absolutely deadly. But in a lot of ways, I'm half hoping the cyber disc will decide to target civilians instead.
Set them up, knock them down.
Which sounds harsh, but we can't rescue them if we're all dead. Okay, so we're still on the hit once with rapid fire.
They're starting to lose ground.
Oh, that's good. I think the cyber disc actually panicked. Chryssalids though.
X-ray spotted.
Here come even more Chryssalids. Never something you want to see. Okay, let's... Oh boy. Let's start with headshots.
Nailed him.
I think there are any good opportunities for rockets here. A sniper.
Out of ammo here. Nailed him.
Did, but quite a few more, so not feeling very confident here, especially with both our snipers having moved. Well, we damaged it at least. probably not going to save the civilian they're going for, whoever that is. It's interesting, looks like they literally just killed them. Really feeling like I'd like to get the snipers to cover. But at the same time, the more Chryssalids we can take down, the better, really. Yes, we need to reload, definitely. That is the big drawback of using rapid fire.
Clear to engage.
Apparently we have even more Chryssalids coming. Pretty grateful you didn't miss that shot. Good grief. Well, I should probably point towards a cyber disk. It does cover as much use against a Chryssalid.
As unprofessional as it sounds, the bite seems to have turned him into a zombie.
I guess they don't need this animation to do the whole impregnation thing. So this will, after a few rounds, turn into another Chryssalid. I think a weaker one. At least they start out weaker. Yep, definitely not going to be running for cover anytime soon.
Out of rounds.
Right, we're at risk of killing civilians here, but we will be able to catch 3 of them. 4 of them in the blast, maybe. I'm including that downed civilian as one of the enemy. Okay, that was definitely worth it. That was brilliant. Wasn't sure if the building might have shielded the one that was inside, but apparently not. I'm fairly sure if we take this one out, it won't become a Chrysalid.
Kill confirmed.
There's still a cyber disk somewhere. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure if there are any Chrysalids left. If we listen, we might hear them. If only the screams.
No rounds.
Okay, slightly puzzling. Not so puzzling that I want to stay anywhere near it, because it's probably going to explode. So, okay, no rounds on this one. So we're going to have to reload.
Back online.
Also, no rounds.
Reloaded.
Bit unfortunate. Well, you are closest.
Adjusting sights.
Okay.
Run them down.
I do love rapid fire.
X-ray neutralized.
All mission objectives completed.
That went better than I expected. Grief.
Excellent work all around. Another impressive effort from our troops.
That was good, actually. No one was injured in any way.
We will be in touch, Commander.
I've had enough promotions that I would almost be prepared to take this crew in. Let me just see. I don't know if we can particularly easily sell, is there? There was that request. Not this one, but this one. In theory we could build arc throwers, but the reward is 3 scientists, and it'd probably cost us a fair amount of money to do all of this, so not so sure I'm that keen. We have precision lasers now. So if we had the money, we could now make a laser sniper rifle. But we do not. Yeah, we kind of need all of these. Every last one of them. The Titan armor would honestly be amazing. I'm kind of thinking we should get it. So that's like a really heavy suit of armor. I think we have one more person to report to return to duty.
Satellite uplink complete.
Okay, brilliant. Right, well, we're out of time now anyway. In more ways than one. So the council reports in 2 days. It's time to do the alien base assault. If we're successful, this should reduce panic globally. I don't know what happens if you're not successful. We may lose the game. Unfortunately, it's now probably going to be next time, because it's likely to be a pretty serious mission. So we're just going to be preparing. Okay, so dense smoke or combat drugs. Right, so either the smoke cloud gives us benefits, or it's better for defense and has an increased area of effect. The only problem with increased area of effect is that it means we will have variation between our support units depending on how experienced they are. So I wonder if we should go for this just for the sake of knowing what the area of effect will be, even though this is great and defense is actually really important. Might do. That's probably the one I've been wavering over most. I'm not sure which way I usually go on that one. Right, and we've got low profile, that's good, so both our snipers now get full cover. Good, but we might want to swap the medic out for a more experienced person. Such as Sergeant King. So okay, so we've got 2 assaults, 2 snipers, one group will have a heavy and one group will have a medikit. I was saying that because I usually end up splitting into 2 groups for reasons that will probably become obvious. Okay, so not ideal, but we will give it a go.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Thanks to Dr. Vollin's research and some clever developments done in engineering, this skeleton key should allow you to breach the alien compound. We've only got one chance to make this work, though, so let's make sure we do it right.
See, that's what leads me to believe it might be game over if you fail to do this.
Reason to blow them to hell. Get moving.
So far, we don't have visual confirmation on the hostiles. I wouldn't get too comfortable, though. We're expecting heavy resistance. They're probably moving into position as we speak.
Okay, so I am actually going to leave it there, slightly disappointingly, but I have a feeling this mission could take a while, especially because it's very important we succeed, so we want to do very slow and steady. So we will cover this next time. I've never actually failed this mission, so I'm deeply hopeful I'm not going to fail it this time. But yeah, we will come back next time to discover what the alien base is like. And hopefully get a much better council report than we would otherwise have got. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.